The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us, let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No. We're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed... Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali.
Of course. I'll head out right now.
Yes. But fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its... Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay,
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back. Okay, let's just keep climbing.
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries.
Whoa, hold on a second.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom.
Rescue her? From the Night King?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want. The nature of battle is unpredictable.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Waina? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts. So her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe too.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The night, in that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have this
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition.
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar? He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed.
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck.
Right here! Someone admiring the scenery from the... Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? No. If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place.
Are you okay?
Everything's fine. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name...
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it, if it's all...
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name...
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the...
Wow, you got all that?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have... I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the
We'll go right away.
First, I'll need some hook ropes.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a
Oh, I see.
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ink, normally you can only get...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so...
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Hang on, Kachina. Hello. Do you have any
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much?
Oh, the whole thing?
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need...
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing. All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the
Excuse me. Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes.
Perfect. Is that...
That might be tough. Tell you what.
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was...
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Here you go. By the way, how's he doing? Malco?
Do you know what happened between...
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night. Malco was an amazing... 5 years ago, but on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss, and Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a... It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters, and Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame... I've tried convincing him. The Abyss has caused so much suffering. Anyway...
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name. Go ahead. After Malco fell, if I had been there, I would have always blamed me.
But that happened several years... The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom...
There might not be much hope. But, all right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer!
Right here! I'm not scared. Extreme work! Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Avengers up! Everybody stand back! Help! Rain outlines your fate. Here goes! Shoot! I can't afford any more bandages. Let's light it up! No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. I'm going in! Yeah! Huh?
Prices on for size. Hi! Yeah, my name! I must honor.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Rain outlines your... Yeah! Huh? Off we go! Everybody stand back!
Just like we rehearsed.
I let my guard down. No, my sword!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Right here. Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No!
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone moon.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Molly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has you.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in...
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to save you.
I never thought I'd actually die.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. Pisak. always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, but it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that, for all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end.
Vichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path. If I could do it all over again, I would. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought along. There are critical junctures in life. That's something I had to learn in hindsight.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your... Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Oh, and apologize for destroying...
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, it's just one thing. They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. My apologies, everyone.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a... She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually...
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her.
Ah, I remember those days. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't...
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to...
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're... Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back...
All right, it's just the two of us now.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and...
Well, technically I am going abroad.
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can own but a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is!
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised—
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it!
This is important. If you were in my shoes...
You don't know that! I'm a doctor, and—
All right, whatever. Anything else?
Oh, you... What do you mean, anything else?
Time out. Is this One of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's all—
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wyna prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me. I'll be back.
Chaska. So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your—
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're according to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
If only Tone-Deaf Bard was here.
The Spirit Speaker Stone might be 2 stone.
Huh? I see. Still, Seatlale's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
Let's go, Twirly! We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly...
The Fatui again? We can't go any—
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san.
Archon, I'm sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye.
Whoa. I've never...
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. And physical items do a far better job of preserving those... Now, I still have some preparations to make for if you're curious about an item.
Alright, we'll have a look. Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
That's right. He and I met in a tavern. In his
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in he managed to kill the fish, but can a fisherman...
Well, Paimon...
That was my answer. In the end, he...
Wait, that means...
Maybe we can go ahead... The powder still needs some time to set. Well...
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, does every...
That's right. The items in my... They demonstrate the true...
The shape of...
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory.
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience, exactly. Even at the end of your journey, take out a portion of that the future is the same way. Of course, there are those with the
that does kinda...
Humanity excels at living in the present, while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended, namely, a framework. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. In addition, the Sacred Flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little sword. I turned a piece of my dad's leather.
Your sister is so cute! Paimon was having a... It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question, don't...
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry!
It's all... No matter what others may say, becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. My father made the most delicious stew. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and my sister immediately burst into tears. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old.
I believe she ended up working as an architect. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through ancient name.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyup is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyup to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyup saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for...
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to... I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to...
You're always like this, Kachina. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you, you're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get...
I'm really scared. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger.
All you need to do is place your trust in us. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really...
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization, ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after...
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the Elemental Sovereign?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time.
So what you're saying is... we're not in...
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like...
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in!
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional...
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Witness the power of Goba! Huh? Yeah, I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy.
Body and mind. Why do they... Teamwork is dreamwork! No, my sword!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! is your fate.
Oh, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? I'm going in! Let's light it up! Off we go! Time to act.
Help! I've been through worse.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! No, my sword! I'm going in! That's gonna hurt in the mo- Adventure time! Ring cutter!
You're in toast! Nice and spicy.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Not good.
Hi! Forever! Help! Eat this! That really hurt!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Know my sword! Everybody stand back!
Break this off the side!
Let's light it up!
Booba, get them!
Adventure!
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us.
Yes. There's something in the depth.
We actually have to go in? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom. It looks so different. That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer—
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon?
So that means all we need to do is find Kach—
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real—
The terrain looks difficult to navigate. Yeah,
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed him as— It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble— I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting— Under the power of the stone, it felt like turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best—
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? I'd like to help her while I'm still— Be careful. This place is—
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad. It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment. Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering off. It's too dangerous. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Couldn't break the curse.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Just like we rehearsed. Hi! You're toast! Nice and spicy. Boba, get them! Go! Yeah! Try this on the side! At the frying pan,
Change of plans.
eat this! Great, Boba! Get them! Hi!
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intention.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Milani?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go!
This is just my... Ugh.
You're toast!
Rain outlines your fate.
Just like we rehearsed!
Going in!
Nice and spicy!
Let's light it up!
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! The YUP's power helped keep me hidden.
Had a girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the...
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the... You can think of them like the body of each YUP. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom, but if a proxy were to become severely contaminated...
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive...
Still, we can't just leave the YUP to suffer. It's protected me this whole...
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long. No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the YUP. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way.
Let's go. This...
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be I don't have much time left. So go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for everything.
You're true.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. YUP! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. YUP! Can you hear me? YUP!
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the YUP from answering our... Alright, get ready, everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but under it... No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. I thought this naive little girl was an exception. That is the tragedy of ancient names. Pride. The Pyro Archon created the... Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone any-
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
From the ashes, the power of
Right here! Get there! Hands up! Amazing! Woohoo! Check this out! Best of luck! Let's ride!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for under. Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so...
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you...
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. And it took years' worth of scars. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foe. Tupac. A warrior from the people of the...
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, under the name Umoja, you shall unite the
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even its blaze will be... Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave. But I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me. But it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Focus on who you want to be.
You are... The story of your ancient name is for you to... It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. Go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyab, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
We're back! The Pyro Arc...
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her...
Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned.
Right. The Wyap mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan.
I'll let her explain everything. Every move we make from here on out. Off we go!
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but...
Thank goodness you made it back. I can't take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. All right, that should do it for now. I have to say, though, I've never seen...
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. Just give it time.
Yeah,
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long, and even then, it took and still. This is but a superficial victory.
I'd never have
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are immediately after the war. Our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our civilization was dying. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories, since the plan was mentioned in those memories. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or a god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like a human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came out, the goal was to reunite the people, and once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab with the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation.
So that means...
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero after your adventure in the Night Kingdom. I trust you've...
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, so I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year?
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your...
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular, and you're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might...
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you...
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the... After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. In addition to their sentimental value, The items I stored here held a much more important purpose.
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending on their own. Each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in—
But weren't they all precious treasure?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, and then it would only be a matter of time. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or if they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes—
Even when you put it that way.
There's no need. The people and the events of the past are never truly lost. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve. Your deeds will become new legends.
Well, we'd still like to return the
Now that Kachina has returned, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Try not to let it get to you. All right. You should have—
When I was young, they attract people. The people of the Springs have never claimed the hot. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get old. I've witnessed their energy. Even when they— I'm certain Mualani will become a great— One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in the abyss is at my rage. Will never— But you came to me because you knew you could convince— I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn— Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from—
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes, even across time. We will—
Yeah, Mom's right. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where—
I imagine he didn't know what to say.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about—
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy.
War forged the 6 tribes.
Who will be the...
We are those who grew alongside those who forged our... That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Rain outlines your fate.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be... It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and...
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so...
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip.
Yeah, she was super helpful.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that her impulse to fight.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe.
What? Do you really have to go that?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done.
I always knew you could do it. You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were...
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead?
I wasn't, I swear. When he insisted on repaying the favor...
But the fact of the matter is that after...
I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing that you...
So,
Our team captain drank too much.
Served.
All right. There's no need. Dear friend, firstly, I'm grateful to my friend. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people they've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dion-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please...
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
To be honest, well, you better get used to it. Next up, hey, please don't...
Ah, you're here.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of telling them a bit, you could just as easily point out, imagine if I said I couldn't make them shoulder. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or, of course...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that...
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with she played an instrument. Still, it was an impressive achievement. You feel loss keenly. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon. And the weight of their expectations is mine to bear.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything...
I suppose, but so what? Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the and it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would... Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. You don't have much time, and...
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?